It's something on my thumb. No. Okay. Oh. All right, guys. So we just started. Sorry, I was actually fixing something around the corner. Okay. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Was set and okay. Before you, after you, initial you is UF graphics and we just started now. We just started. We're just starting and. If this is the first time of seeing us, much love. It's fine. We're not taking it for granted. So, guys, we just started, and few we just started. Probably waiting for people to join. People are probably going to be joining. Some are going to be peeping. Some we just view. Do you get so kind of that. Kind of that. So we just started now. All right, guys. So we're going to be progressing. All right. Firstly is work on. We have more like tradition. Is it tradition? It's not tradition. It's just more like culture. What we normally do, like we just started. So we're going to be welcoming every single person here. Our new members, or returning viewers, outside viewers, inside viewers, every viewer that they are, that you're probably welcome. So, that's for that. Hello, greetings. Thanks for joining the live stream session. Covale, sorry, our bats, if you're not able to pronounce your name well. Well, we just started, and firstly, we're going to be welcoming every single person, regardless of your country. New viewers, if you're seeing us for the first time, old viewers, if you've joined our live stream section before, I don't know. Any viewer that you are, do you get any viewer that you're much welcome and is not taken for granted. Grab your chair very tight because we're here to actually impact. Yes, a kind of mentally. We don't share gifts here. We impact mentally. Anyway, guys, if you're seeing me for the first time, humble UF graphics. Now we. Anyway, guys, I'm UF graphics and we're so happy to see you. Yeah. So Bash, oh sorry if I'm able to pronounce. So well, hi, greetings, thanks for joining the live stream section. Your presence is recognized. So anyway, guys, we're progressing. We just started, and I just welcome new viewers, returning viewers, first time viewers, any viewer that you're much welcome. So firstly, most people may be seeing us for the first time because it's definitely possible that actually we've been streaming for about 4 5 months now. Yeah. This face also look like it also look like familiar, or is looking familiar. Well, so Bass, firstly we apologize for if peradventure will not pronounce your name well, but your name is looking a kind of familiar. But thanks for joining our live stream session. I guess this is my first time of seeing you in my section. New member activated. Well, so much love, guys. So we're progressing. I said most people may be seeing us for the first time. I likewise. Is this so Bash? I think so. It's possible that this for so Bash first time joining our lesson. So probably she's going to be like, "What is this guy doing?" Do you get like? It's going to be stuck. A kind of, what are we doing? So let me clear that out. It's just more like for the first time viewers, people that are just seeing us for the first time and be like, what are you talking about? So to actually clear that is okay. Firstly, we teach life after school, and whatever we teach here, Because you're not married, despite your height, despite your old age, if you're not married, it's for you. It has its way of helping you, more like mindset development. Not, it's beyond motivation, not just hyping people. No, what we're doing here is we're correcting students' mindsets, young adults to be precise, in the matter of life after school, and helping them, more like equipping them, getting them prepared, showing them the, is it do's and don'ts of real life, and more like helping them to see things beyond classrooms. And you get, because what we're doing here, school is not doing it, and if actually if school is not teaching it, if they don't know it, they are going to be stuck. If no one discloses it to them, it's just like you cannot solve a problem that you don't know. So they don't know the problem, they don't even know that it exists. Have you seen? So probably they are going to be deformed. It's just hit them. We call it life shock. Yes, that's when students graduate from a university without knowing actually what real life holds, without knowing how to prepare for real life, like without knowing how to handle pressure, rejections, and all these things that they are going to be facing in real life. It's going to really hit them hard. And if it hit them hard, most times it will affect their mentals, it will affect their emotions. Now, for let me just clear that, or let me just draw a practical picture of what I just said. Now, let's imagine a student graduated out from a university, and he or she feels that real life is soft, and that is also a mindset that was trying to correct to students that real life, they call it real life. So probably if you don't know about, like, the reality there, is going to really shock you. So it's more like helping them prepare for it while they are still in school. And I was just trying to paint a picture. I said maybe a student that is just in school feels that real life is easy, everything, once they graduate, life is going to sort itself. Now the shock is going to be there when they graduate, and maybe they happen to apply for a job, they are going to be rejected, no income stream, no help, like just there frustrated despite their education, despite their knowledge, they're still going to be stuck. So that's the shock they, and this is what most adults are feeling. And that's why we normally tell people that people don't feel because they are not smart. People don't feel because they are not capable. Most at times they feel because they lack the right, they, not information, they lack the right information. Just like if you fail on something, maybe your technique was wrong, maybe you were not able to figure it out, or let's just say someone that failed the exam, it's possible that you did not prepare for it well, or a kind of, you did not work hard enough to actually pass. So that's more like what it looks like. So that's our objective, like actually trying to make students more like opening their eyes, not to put fear, to make them see beyond classroom, to make them think, reason, make appropriate preparations to, that is going to be enabling them in navigating the process of real life. So that's more like the objective. So I think I'm able to clear that doubt. Is it doubt anything for first time viewers? This is actually what we're doing, and we tell people that this is beyond streaming one. This is not just streaming content or anything. Is the movement to reach broader audience. We just tell people that it's going to be a time we're going to teach thousands, hundreds, millions of students and billions of students, because students really needs this. This, people are barely talking about it. Real life, our life after school, people don't talk about it. They just feel, and this is the fundamental, more like the primary issue, primary or cause of student failure. Factual. This is the primary cause. Like, it's been neglected. People don't even see it. People don't even think that it's necessary, and it's silently killing, silently destroying. Because when graduates, a lot of graduates do graduate, thousands of graduates every year, and in the aspect of work, most times government work, there is no employment. Most times employment are limited. Now when they fail to or when they fail to, or what's it called, make plans for their outside life, and they just graduate feeling that they are going to be employed, and peradventure they were not employed, now they are going to start being stuck at the door. They are just going to start wondering about looking for stream income, looking for things to do that you use their money. And moreover, this is somebody that is becoming an adult. You're expected to take up things. You're expected to start handling some part, a kind of figure out life. That's not a stage to start what's it called, discovery yourself. No, these are things like discovering yourself, and all of those things should be things that you should a kind of you should have done like when you were still in school. So this is more like what we're really pointing out different things around life after school to or to students for them to actually start working on it now, actually see it, actually acknowledge they need the knowledge, because knowledge is power. If you know better, you live better. So most of them don't know it, and on that angle they are really struggling. So it's just beyond you being wise, it's just beyond you or being knowledgeable. That's just it. So we're really here to actually help students on that part, and we love them. That's what we're doing that as well. So guys, that's for that. Okay, we have something on our thumbnail. Something that looks like I don't forget what's the thumbnail. Okay, just like fit. I could. It skipped my memory. Let me check my booklet. I have something on my thumbnail that said, okay, it's just more like why most students struggle. You get like why most students struggle. That's what we're going to be speaking today. You know, actually, we do tell people that students struggling. There is difference between they don't lack knowledge. Like they are smart too, but they can still struggle. This is why you see people that graduated first class, second class, people that graduated with awesome degree, be still being stuck. Most of them are still underpaid. Most of them are still begging for food. Meanwhile, these are future, or this they call them, what's it called? Futures of tomorrow. These are youths that should be futures of tomorrow. They are handicapped, like they're just for confused about life. They don't know direction. These artists that were pointing out to students, you should have direction, you should have focus while you're still in school, so that if you graduate, you're not going to be frustrated. Very simple. They should know this why they are still in school, because it helps them make preparations. Yes, it makes them make solid plans. It makes them prepare well. It informs them on what to expect in real life. It's detail it down to them that they are going to take responsibility. They are going to face rejections. They are going to face failure. A lot of things. They are going to face pressure from family, from peers, from internet. Like they should actually expect all of this coming, and being intentional. Like them knowing it, them being aware of it keeps them, or it gives them this mindset of preparation. It positions their minds in a kind of expectancy, actually expecting it. And when it comes, it's not going to hit them hard, because they are informed, because they know, and they are waiting, they are preparing, they are just expecting it. So this is just what we're trying to bring to student view and help them shape their mindset, make them understand things from a different view perspective, more than an average student is seeing things, because it's going to help them in their thinking and how they figure out life. So guys, we're progressing. We have something on our thumbnail where we're going to really be emphasizing on that. So if you're seeing us for the first time, people that are just joining, much love, much love, much love, much love. Don't mention, don't don't mention. All right guys, so we're progressing. So we have something. This my okay it's not just audience now, it's more like VIP audience. Nora, welcome to the live stream section. Good, is it? Yeah, this afternoon. Okay, let's greet Nora properly. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't know, but well, welcome. That was it. The saying. Welcome to the section stream, and but it's fine. It's fine. Just you're welcome. Your presence is recognized. Okay. Oh, Nora is here with us, and so many others, and people are going to be streaming this later. Most of them are not active now, but most our students are going to be streaming this. So guys, we're going to be progressing. We said we have something to really emphasizing on today. This is more like why graduate. Yes, now I know you, but I don't know your real face, but I know you by your appearance. Got that. I know you by your appearance. Hmm. Hi, greetings. You're welcome. I know you by your appearance. Very soon I'll be in your country. I'll be in some people's country. I'll come and eat cookies. Oh my god. Hope they will bring cookies for me. Well guys, we're going to be progressing. Okay, I said we're active. We started a few minutes ago, and we're probably, anytime you see us streaming, not just for content sake, really here to impact reshape mindsets, build and unbuild, make students learn and unlearn, like more like positive side you get, and that's more like helping, offering them help, guiding them, showing them the loopholes, things to avoid, things to get into, things to expect from life, and more like equipping them. So, guys, the harsh truth was started. I don't want to speak too much grammar. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, I'm down. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm cool. The hard truth. This is more like you. I'm a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. Oh wow, you're a Muslim. This is my first time of having a Muslim friend or having to communicate with a Muslim. I guess I think so. Okay, let me just say. Let me say on the internet. Let me not say real life because we do see our Muslim people around. Let me say on the internet. So Nura, you're a Muslim. Wow, 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 that's so good. I don't get. Wait. Well, I'm actually a Christian, and nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. I cannot speak you now. Okay, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, Nura. Okay. We're progressing. So, we said the hard truth. Now, firstly, it's hard, but it's a truth. Now, why it's hard is because it's hard to believe. Like the truth is hard. Believing it is not always easy. Now, the hard truth there is more like, this said, people feel that, oh Jesus, I cannot answer this call now. I cannot answer this call. Oh God, somebody was actually calling, but I'm streaming, so I have to ignore the call. I cannot answer the call now. I hope the person doesn't come back. I beg. The person should just wait. When I'm done streaming, the person should call. Should not... Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So we're going to be progressing. We said, I cannot come back. Oh, I'm streaming. Don't call me. Don't stop my stream. I just hope you don't come back. Okay. So, guys, I don't know. I'm being interrupted. I was actually interrupted by a call, but I just fixed that now. So I said the hard truth here is that it's actually hard truth. People don't believe it, but it's true. Now they tell you that if you go to school, graduate, or you're or going to be a successful person automatically. Sorry. Now let me explain that fact. Actually, let's say there was a time it was really true, that there was a time it was really making sense, and I guess that was about 30-40 years ago. Yes, that's when we barely have graduates, we barely have people that goes to school. Yes, and that belief, that into people's mind, that they just feel that their certificate is enough. And oh God, this is still why I've happened to meet multiple graduates. Most times they'll be like, I made first class, I graduated with a very good degree, but I'm stuck, but I'm confused, but I'm riding keke. Yes, I about 2-3 years ago I met somebody. I met a son. I actually entered the person's keke. The person was actually driving, so he was discussing something about his university. So he actually said something like he made a second class, no, a first class, but he's riding kiki. Have you seen? So this thing is actually making people see school something that is not relevant. They are actually making people see school as something that is a wasted time, effort, and energy. Obviously, so, and it's what powers are saying that people usually say that school is a scam. I don't think, or let me just hope that you've heard them say that before. Like they always come there saying school is a scam. School is a I cannot answer your call, guy. You are obstructing me. I'm busy. Oh God, I cannot answer this call. Well, so guys, my head is itching. Obstruction everywhere. I was actually it kind of interrupted, but I'm sitting. So we said the half truth is they don't believe it, but it's actually true. But that saying go to school is outdated. It doesn't longer work now. You have to put in effort. Success is not easy. If it's easy, everybody would have been successful. There is more works. What's it called? There is a requisite to put in work. There is a necessity to put in work, effort. If success is easy, everybody would have been successful. On the journey of success, you're going to encounter failure. It's part of it. It's alongside. It's what shakes you. It's what welcome you on the path, because if you're actually going to trade or what's it called, trek this trek on the path of success, you're definitely going to encounter failure multiple times. So your resilience or your inability to quit and give up and or what's it called, like give up now, is actually what is going to really drive you. Is what is going to power you throughout the process. So guys, that's it. Please, I don't need noise. Thank you. So guys, what's okay? This is just more like way out. What I would stop doing, I don't know. Okay, this is more like, oh, most students. If you get to meet most students, they'll be like, oh, if I'm to start school, we tell students that firstly, university is more like a precious time. Or a precious time is is more like an opportunity, not a guarantee. Yes, it's an opportunity for schooling. It's an opportunity to gain wisdom, knowledge. First is everybody does not have that, or what's it called, opportunity. And you having the opportunity is not a guarantee that you're a successful person. It's just more like the starting point. It's more like where you actually build yourself. That's when we tell them that it's a training ground. You ought to build, you ought to lay structure. Like you ought to discover. You don't need to graduate to start asking what am I meant for. You start discovering yourself. Those sections, or let's just say those stages of your life, stage of your life should be discovered when you're still in school. So you don't need to graduate and start asking people what best fits me. What should I do? Should I start up a business? Should I or take up job? That's not the best time to do that. Is when you're still in university. You should figure these things out. So we'll say here what I would stop doing. Now this is more like if you're actually going to be a successful student, a vital one, like things that you're going to stop doing. So stop living without direction. Stop living without direction. If you don't have direction, they will hire you for their own direction. Yes, there's something about direction that people are still yet to figure out. Direction is you have a focus. Actually, direction, it has to do with taking a path, a kind of. Now let me tell you one good thing about having a direction. If you have a direction, even when you're distracted, you can easily fall back. But if you don't have any, you can be distracted and you can be you can still disappear. Yes, let me break it down. Let me paint a picture. If I'm actually going to government house and picture, if I'm actually going to a government house and as I told my friend greeted me and he was like, "Hey boy, how you doing?" And he carried me out from that place. Maybe we went to have a dinner or maybe a kind of lunch. After eating, I have a direction. I will still leave him and still come back and still continue my journey. I've seen one good thing about direction. So, but if you don't have direction, someone can be distracted and they go lost you. you can be distracted and as well you can get lost. Factual, yes, you can be distracted and you can get lost entirely because you don't have a focus, you don't have a direction, like you don't have something that you're chasing. It just has to do with purpose, fiction, like something that you're always looking up to get. More like future, a kind of that destination they usually call like destination. And if you're actually heading to a place, it's probably you're going to actually take. It's just more like milestones. You can call it milestones. These are things that usually take you there. Destination has to do with I don't know, like destination is the actual place you're going to be stopping. Then what takes you there is more like the process can be seen as goal milestones that you're going to be taking. Now let's just assume you want to pass a course. Probably passing a course is your main intention, is the main stuff, but you're going to read hard to enable you pass it. Now reading hard can be seen as milestones, since you're going to actually get in contact with if you're ever going to be passing well. So that's how direction is. You should create milestones. You should create bit by bit, step by step. A thousand of a mile or a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one stop. So if you have not taken the first step, probably the second step is not coming. So that's just the emphasis. So stop wasting time. Time is precious. Time is a great resource of human. Like, time is equal to money. That's what I usually talk to them. The way you wouldn't spend $5, $10, 5K on something that is not valuable. You shouldn't spend your 4 5 hours doing something that won't gain you. Yes, if you learn to equate time with money, it's going to really help you in your time management. Yes, if you cannot spend 50K, $50, any amount on something that is not valuable, on something that won't satisfy your kind of, you shouldn't spend 4 5 hours on something that is not making sense. If you get to understand time like this, it helps you in your time management, and it helps you in like in just figuring out life. Yes, time is a precious, listen, or minutes define no, seconds define minutes hour days define weeks, week define months define year define decade, century and decade. So this is accumulated time, just small is accumulating, and is a very very great resource of human. Like, if man happens to waste time, it's possible that he or she has wasted his destiny or a kind of opportunity. I don't know. I'm just trying to, or what I'm trying to imply here is time is precious, and students, young people should always get to utilize it, get to use it or appropriately work. So that's just the emphasis here. Stop depending only on school. People feel that adult feels that school is enough. School prepares you. School does not guarantee you success. It's very, very hard to believe, but that's it. If you're going to school, it's going to equip you academically. It opens your eyes. It makes you exposed. It makes you meet opportunities. But that's not a guarantee that you're a successful person. That's not a guarantee that you're going to be succeeding. You have your own part to play in. There is a requisite for you to put in work, your own or your own things that you're going to be figuring out. So it's left for you. So let's just say school is more like an opportunity, as I usually said, an opportunity that you shouldn't waste or play away with. Because if you play away with your schooling time, schooling years, schooling or opportunity or period, it will definitely reflect on your real life that you wasted time. Yes, it's going to reflect, it will show. It will even reflect on your results. School usually issued out a result, more like a report card, and I guess that's your performance for the year or duration of years you studied in the school. It will issue you a certificate. So if you perform well, it will show. If you wide away your time, it will still show. I mean, so this is more like track records of your performance. So school is structured that way. It's not structured to ensure that you're a successful person. It will just issue your certificate and you will disperse. Nothing concerns school again. But we're trying to tell students this university time is short. You should not, because why we're really emphasizing on this, a lot of youths, a lot of undergraduate people are whiling away time. They are just partying around, wasting time, going for parties, like endless parties, weekends, all of this, wasting time, and most of them gets to regret this. Yes, most of the graduates, their greatest regrets most times usually tell you that if you get to interview most of the graduates we have, they be like, oh, I wasted my time. Like, I would have started up this, I would have started up this. And that actually, university has a kind of leisure time for students. So, our advice to students on that note is get to start up something in school. It can be a business, you can build up a brand, you can get things merged up. Like, it can be Yes, it can be a class. You can just start up a channel. You can just start teaching whatever you know. Like there is multiple things that you can do with your university time. Just build with it. Yeah, that's the emphasis. Build alongside as you schooling. Like build alongside with it because real life will shock you. Like when you're graduated, if you don't have anything to support you, more like income stream. That's our emphasis. So more like income stream. Now you're going to graduate. If government did not offer you a job, you're going to be frustrated. This is just the real matter, like the raw truth. And it's always very painful when we see graduated people struggling, and it looks as if their time, energy, resources, because there's nothing to prove, like there's nothing to show that skill actually yield value. So we don't want people to steal school as a scam. This is the problem, and that's why we're pointing it out to students for them to make the necessary adjustments. On that note, so guys, that is it. So this is okay. We're progressing. What I could start doing early is more like, since you're trying to tell students all of this. So at the point we're in now is what students should start doing early. There's a difference between starting and starting early. A huge difference. They tell you that there's no best time to start anything. Yes, if you're waiting for the best time, the best time never comes. And starting is just when you just feel it's the best time. Really starting early, as the name implies. And we usually tell people that any big thing you see today started small. There was a time it was small. So don't neglect the fact of a kind of smallness. Don't feel that people are going to mock you. You can actually start up anything. Most celebrities, most influencers you see today, there was actually a time they were mocked. Most of them were rejected multiple times, but they did not give up. They persisted. They keep on striving, and now you're celebrating them. Had it been they stopped, had it been they dropped, you wouldn't have even known them. Now most artists, all of this will tell you that I was rejected on stage multiple times. Obviously, so it has to be. This is more than motivation. If you're really going to be succeeding in real life, if you're trying to position students' minds in the aspect of life for them to face it, their mind needs to be strong because a lot of things are going to be they are going to be faced with a lot of things. A lot of things are going to be or a kind of a badge to them. So it's their inability to give up that is going to really help them. It's more than motivation. Motivation, that it gets a point. If you're riding doing something based on motivation, that's the risk. You should accompany it. You should merge it up with discipline. Yes, because it gets to a time motivation cannot be sufficient enough to drive you further. It gets to a time motivation is going to be weak because it's a merit. So it gets to a point it's going to be out. It can fade. So guys, that's the emphasis. So you're progressing. Learn a valuable skill. Now learning a skill, tech skill, there is a lot of skill. Okay, that it has different branches. If we're really emphasizing on skills, it's more like tech because real life is developing. Things is getting digitalized. The world is actually growing. So students with skill actually is an extra advantage for them because it gets to a point, even on their different career, most of them require skills to actually execute it. Most of them is beyond our academic knowledge. It's more of practical. It's more like practicalizing what you know. So these are as well skills. It can as well be called life skill. So the matter of skills is very, very broad in the aspect of students outside life, and they should actually do something on it. So guys, build experience. Experience is the answer. If you have experience on something, it helps you on that, like, so execute it efficiently and effectively well. Experience, even organizations, they get to ask you how many years experience you have. So if you have none, and we said most times The best time to build up this experience is while you're still in school. That's why it's a training ground. It should is definitely determining your tomorrow. If you're going to be stuck, confused about life tomorrow, it starts from a university. It's more like what to actually determines tomorrow. So that is more like it is the starting point of more like your life. So guys, build the experience. You should use school days to get to practical whatever you're doing. That's actually gaining experience. So it can be counted. You can use it as your experience years or time. Network with purpose. One thing about networking that people are still yet to figure out, if we talk about networking, is getting to meet with people. It can be special people, model people, people that you may or you're actually inspiring to be like. People is usually people that are above you, people that are more than you, people that than you, people that are more exposed than you. Networking is actually getting to mingle with people that you're going to be benefiting from, people that is going to be impacting you, having something to actually give you. Now, this is beyond or impacting because most times people you get to meet or in future time or what also they can help you. Most of them can end up being business partners. Most of them can be what's it called employers. Most of them, you know, people actually makes a way for you. Now, people can okay. It's just more like people can actually make a way for you more than your certificate. That's the emphasis of networking cannot be emphasized. Now, let me tell you. Imagine if I know Donald Trump, I can go to or what's it called I can navigate or I can it's possible that I am going to be skipping most rules in the airport, most rules that normally people are undergoing to actually meet Donald Trump. But I didn't mean I know him directly. There's no need. Those rules are going to be cut off. Like it's not going to be for me. So this is the power of who you know. This is the power of who you know in future. Most times people opens door. Like you being able to know somebody, you're going to regain. So that's the power of networking, and students should actually get this right and start acting upon it. Get to meet or talented people, people that you can vital people that you can learn from. So that's just the emphasis because who you know matters in real life. If you have access to the governor, if you know the governor, you're going to be navigating some routes. Yes, if the law say that governor, you get to book appointments with the governor. If I know the governor, that appointment is going to be irrelevant. It's not going to be unneeded. Have you seen? So this is the power of who you know. So guys, focus on self development first. You ought to develop yourself. If you're not well developed, you're going to regret it. Don't focus on others, focus on yourself, develop yourself to the fullness. Like get yourself, be competent in a lot of things, be educated, like be very very vital and relevant, be adaptable. Like these are things that real life rewards people that can easily adapt to the changes and still remain relevant. So being adaptable is part of it, guys. So this is more like the 3 years transformation plan. 3 years transformation plan. Now this is just more like step by step. It can be seen as step by step. The 3 years transformation plan. Now let's assume that a student is in 100 level. So the best thing to do in a 100 level is just more like learn skills. Yes, if I'm studying accounting, if probably going to be learning a should be or data analysis, it should be tech, it should be something around course of study, it should be something around what I'm actually studying. If I'm what's it called if I'm doing message, if I'm doing message, if I'm to learn this any skill, it's going to be around message, it's going to be how to engage people, it's going to be how to take care of patients. Have you seen? So actually learning skills, the emphasis of learning skills in 100 level actually is pointing at what your career is determining, like what your career is for. So guys, that's the emphasis. So learn skills or understand yourself. That is self-discovering. Understand yourself, self-discovering. Self-discovering is very, very this thing now. Most people get into things because people are doing it, because or majority of people, because it's saturated. But self-discovering first. Know who you are. Know your innate abilities. Know where you can do good in. Know your weakness and strength. Like, most times you get to ask people, what am I good at? Get to know what you're good at. It helps you in figuring out your purpose, your discover, like it helps you in discovering yourself. Self-discovering, do you get, like, being self-discovering, like if you're if you're really discovered yourself, it helps you in a part. Now let's say I'm naturally talented, I can sing. Probably it's going to shape me in a part of what's it called, axis, maybe music axis or something like that. I'm going to be singing, and most times I may take it up, build it as a career. This is how life works, and this is how you can actually discover your purpose. That's more like understand yourself, self-discovering, build experience, get to be competent in a lot of things, start earning small, get that thing monetized. Whatever you're doing, make sure you kind of you're equipped, your competence in a way that people can actually pay you for it. So if they're not going to pay for it, there's no need of doing it. Like, you should get something that people can pay for, a valuable thing that can yield value. Yielding value is the emphasis. Improve consistently. Like, that's more like equipping yourself. I'm a graphic designer. Actually, I'm learning, I'm exploring some ideas consistently. And that's what keep me on this track. That's what keeps me going. That's what equip me. That's what make me professional. Have you seen? So you have a skill. If you're talented, you're not equipping it, you're not enhancing it, it's going to be fading away. It's going to drop in. It's going to drop in without you knowing it. It gets dropped, and you may be sure that you're not going to be very, very effective and efficient on it. That's why you really need to enhance your abilities. Even if it's talent, you should be enhancing it, practicalizing it, getting it more enhanced. Emphasis on that, guys. So more like okay, I said improve consistently. Position yourself, where you the way you position yourself, that's the way people see you as. If you position yourself as a serious person, people see you as a serious person. So that's how life is, and that's how life works. Apply confidence. You should be confident in since you should be confident in defending yourself. You should be confident. Have direction. Know what you want. Know what you're chasing. Know what is after you. Like, know the path that you've taken, that you have assigned, that you have taken up to actually trade. So real life compassion, is it compassion? Yeah. Okay, just more like a student that gets to know all of this, a student, or maybe a student that have a plan, that gets to learn a skill, that start building while still in school, and a student that fails to build, prioritize certificates alone. After graduation, 3 4 5 years, it's going to show, it reflects. One is going to be confused, one is going to be or sure about life, one is going to be very, very accurate, one is going to be very, very intentional. Do you get? So this is more like your track record, what you're doing. That's why we tell people that your daily routine is silently determining your future. What you do on a daily basis, routine, it gets to a point, it sinks into you, it's actually determining your future, who you're becoming, your outcoming. Emphasis on that, guys. So okay, so what was today's session stream? The objective is just more like for students to actually know how to be relevant and successful beyond grades, because grades alone can is not sufficient. Grades alone requires a lot of hard work. Like, there's a part for you to play in order to be successful. So, and in order to really navigate, because if success is simple, everybody would have been successful. So there is a part to really play. There is a work to put in order to navigate the process. So guys, what we exhausted today section stream. Like, we just exhausted the stream section now. Yeah. And yeah. We have exhausted to this section stream, and we're going to be going off within a short period of time now. a kind of hmm, guys, the session stream exhausted. And okay, we're done. Probably we're going to be going offline. So guys, much love to every single person that participated, people that chatted, people that greeted us, people that messaged, every viewer, much love. We're not taking it for granted. Everybody that participated, you have regarding that so much. So guys, we're going offline now. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. We'll get to see you tomorrow, guys, and we get to talk better. So, guys, we're going offline at the moment, and we'll be see you tomorrow, tomorrow. Links, share our stream session links to people you feel that needs this, to people, young people that needs this information, that really needs their minds and mentals to be changed and redirected. So they will just get to stream. You can get to follow us in any of the social media handle, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You have graphics, and we'll get to connect better, and a kind of that. So guys, we've exhausted to this session stream, and we're backing off. All right, so much love to every person that participated. Much love to what's his name, Cavell. Yes, much love to Sub Bash. A kind of much love to Nora. Yeah. Much love to Nora. Much love to what's his name? Okay, Nora is the last person here. Well, guys, much love and